All right, so I feel like it's been a couple months or weeks maybe, because I know Yeat previews a lot of snippets, but he's kind of been in or just music in general, or just hip hop, I guess. We haven't heard many snippets from a lot of the artists that were popping a couple years ago, except for maybe Cardi with the new leak, and then there's some Destroy Lonely leaks, but they're from 2021. We're waiting on like everybody to come out with their next project, because everything or nothing is really interesting. You know, Uzi, Travis dropped. Who else? We're waiting on Drake. Cardi, we're waiting to drop. But like, other than that, I hate this whole notion of hip hop is dying. But like, come on, guys, it is a little bit less interesting now. Maybe it's just because 2021 was so lively. But maybe we'll come to equilibrium soon. I don't know. But anyway, there's a new Yeat snippet. Now, there's a lot of mixed opinions on Yeat right now. And I wanted to listen to this and then kind of get y'all's opinion, as well as try and articulate maybe something that I can come up with. But I don't even know what's going on, because like, obviously Yeat is huge. He's one of the most streamed rappers, but I'm not gonna lie, the music is getting a little bit repetitive. I always did know that it was repetitive, but like, since he was still new, like, that was okay, just because that was a hot sound and it did sound good. But like, at a certain point, Yeat is kind of like Uzi in the sense that he's dropped so many projects in a small amount of time that, you know, it didn't take long for him to saturate the market entirely with his sound. And I know he's morphed it a little bit, like him and Benny X from the after like Up to Me era, so now on the Life After Life situation. But even that got a little bit oversaturated with like the funky 808s, because even then Summers hopped on it, and then some other rappers as well. So just, we're in a weird period for sure in rap. But let's check out the snippet and see my opinions on Yeat.
It was going on. Yeah, you don't know enough, no. This not supposed to get my car your blood. Watch it, yeah, bitch, watch it down.
She do got some titties though, I'm not gonna lie. Even if the snippet's on mute, I mean, that's a fire snippet, you know what I'm saying? But the song ain't bad. It's chill. She's previewing it, so maybe Yeat didn't want it to necessarily be previewed, or like he wasn't planning on it, she just liked it, or maybe it's just a song for her, because we've heard with Juice WRLD, or whatever his girl's name was, what is her name? I don't even know. She's a hoe though, let's just call her that. She'd be like, oh yeah, he made me songs specifically for me that he wasn't actually going to officially release. But maybe this is the same thing. But with Yeat, now he was so hot in 2021, right? 2022 as well. He ended up selling like 52K, I want to say, with Afterlife. And so he's now officially basically a mainstream rapper, because he's pushing those numbers, and he literally just started to go up. So he might have had the fastest trajectory out of any rapper in the last generation, maybe, or two, since the SoundCloud era of like Uzi and whatnot hitting Billboard within like their first come up. But anyway, so with that being said, I'm trying to figure out if he can continue going up at the same pace. And personally, I don't think so. Because if you think about it, how many features, or who would be the next step or cosign or feature that would take him to the next level? Because he already kind of attracted this audience underneath Cardi, like an underground fan base, although he's hitting bigger markets as well. But like, he got the Uzi feature. He's been co-signed by Drake multiple times. I guess just if he actually got that Drake feature, that would open up a whole nother box of possibilities of chocolates. But Uzi's one of the biggest rappers in the game, and he already got the Thug. He got the Gunna feature. So like, who else can you really get? Maybe a Yachty, but I feel like that's already encompassed underneath Uzi. You could do Future. That would be a big one. So Future and Drake are really the only ones that he needs like the cosign from for Atlanta and just like mainstream hip hop to maybe push 100K numbers. But I don't know if he still has the same level of support from the underground, or where he came from, at least like his original fans, because you know how underground fans are, like super, what's the word, like petty, or I don't know, they just move on super fast from an artist that blows up, because they don't, once they hit a certain level of fame, they stop supporting that artist, and therefore they're on to like Osama-san and you know, Shay, and I can't even really think of Rich Amiri, some of these like newer guys. Whereas Yeat, now he's on the mainstream, he's going to Rap Caviar. It's not really interesting to follow anymore, because we already know he's up. Like every big move he does, it's expected. Whereas before it was like, oh fuck, he's in Euphoria, he did the Minions movie trailer, like, you know what I'm saying? It was all just so new, so it's not as interesting anymore. Now, can he get that level of like fandom lore back? I don't know, because really that's the person who controls that type shit is Cardi. But I feel like Yeat, no one's talking about schmunky, no one's saying like the weird words that like Tonka or whatever. Like, it's corny to be saying that shit now. I always thought it was a little bit corny, but like it was funny, it was a joke. As a 27-year-old man, I was never gonna be doing like, oh, Tonka, unless I was just joking about it, being cringe on purpose. That's what white people do. I know y'all call us corny for that. We're doing it on purpose, y'all. As I was saying though, I don't know if Yeat can go past the 52K. Maybe he hits like 60, 70, but I mean, like, can he hit the 100K like big dog status of rappers with Young Thug, Gunna in them? I don't know, man. He needs like a big single, and then that Bigger for Everything or whatever it's called. What is that song? The last one that he just dropped, Bigger Than Everything, with an E, not an A. I don't know, that just didn't hit for me. I'm just not a big piano beat guy. Y'all know, like piano G, polo guitar. Like if you put a guitar and piano on it, I'm a very like more electronic type guy, futuristic. I like aliens, I like horror movies, that dark rage shit. That's why, and that's where Yeat blew up. Now Bigger for Everything, that was just like piano. I don't know, it just wasn't as great as they thought, probably. And I don't know if it really went up on TikTok like his previous songs on Up to Me or Life or Afterlife. So he's definitely got to do something with marketing, and he is a marketing genius, as we've seen in the past couple years. So I'm pretty sure, you know, there's potential there for him to get back on top. But like, I don't know, maybe he just felt, or he was too confident. He got a big ego. He's like, yo, anything I do turns to gold. But like this time it didn't really do much, although it probably is doing good streams. Like, let's look at his Spotify numbers right now. Bigger Than Everything, actually, is that 10 mil? It's still not, it's actually not one of the top 5 songs on his Spotify right now. So maybe that should tell you something about this song. Like, people ain't messing with it like that. Y'all can see right here, Out the Way and Flawless by Uzi and Money So Big. Damn, some of the older tracks on there. Actually, that's Life, right? Afterlife. What was that one called? What was On the Line? What project was it? Two Alive. That was like that album that blew him up in the first place. But y'all get the point. Do y'all think that Yeat can go up more, or do you think that he's peaked? Because personally, I think that he might have peaked, unfortunately. But that's expected, because how long do artists normally last? 2 to 3 years. He blew up in 2021. It's 2023 now, and it keeps going faster and faster because of TikTok, and there's like a faster rotation of artists coming in every single year. No one really sticks, but that's why the people like Cardi, Uzi, Trippy, Yachty, the ones who do stick, 21 Savage, like, that's why they're extra special, because they know how to continue evolving the sound that they're on. But all the best to him.